September 9th, 9:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. Wright says today, it'll be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Does Wright have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright, anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. Wright is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Carp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix! Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, or that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a badlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the bill and crossed away. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, so I think I'd like to question him about why Miss May said she saw Maya. I think I want to press this one. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of the Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. Wright. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Alright. Let's press you on this one. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. There you go, that's what I wanted to do. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. That should have made me laugh so hard. 40, don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Except the victim ran right. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You may have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True, maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Well, if Mr. White was the murderer, as I think, then he would have seen her run left, and Miss May would have seen her run right, because, you know, they're facing each other and directions are opposite, and it's weird. But it's hard to explain, but you know what I'm trying to say. Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There was one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Most specifically, he was standing here. I'm sure the coat where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it will appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You've provided us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, and you delivered the final blow. That's what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Well, will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Now he's beginning to speak a lot like me. I think I'm a bad influence to Phoenix. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived a few minutes after being hit. Isn't there something that says she was only hit once? Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White. Okay. Not going how you planned, buddy, huh? Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran from the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thrap! Thrap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay. Isn't there only one window, though? I'll press him on that. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Okay, well, that's not what I intended to do, but... Hey, I guess we're getting somewhere. Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press folder. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. My bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor and I looked. Oh, let me just double check something. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused, but don't worry, we all now know what happened. I feel like I'm supposed to present the floor plans, but I'm not 100% sure. Broken beyond all recognition. That's true. How do you know if it was a light stand, if it was broken beyond all recognition? Maybe I'm supposed to show him this. Mr. White, I mean, we haven't used these yet, so... It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly, when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct, that would be no problemo, right? No problemo, big problemo. I feel like it's a big problemo, because like, I don't think he could have saw it from the window. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. There we go. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. Wright, if you were in the Gaywater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been in the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah! Mr. Wright? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do with... Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered the Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You're most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White is the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. He likes to say ergo a lot. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint again. It was the beginning of September. Do you remember? The week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I don't know, I'll press that, I guess. Was it really you that went to the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I'd known Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went into the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's riled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Why did you know something so inconspicuous as a light stand? There you go, that's what I can actually fucking say. The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh, maybe he's right enough that I can bluff something out of him. Did you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. The Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? All right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're finally awake. Hey, Phoenix. There's no way to greet an old friend. Or that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your fee in court, it appears that was enough to shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you owe Maya on. Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase September 4th? September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought the light stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. Oops, sorry. Nope, sorry. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Oh, you're gonna regret that, buddy. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Oh, pawn. And here we are. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the day of purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fane-Cole offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. I didn't mean to open that. Sorry for interrupting you. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way you can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There was a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claim. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There was no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. If anyone was going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. They do. I have all the proof. Don't do this to your boy. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. List of people's names in Mia's handwriting. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Stop! Deceased! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. In your face, Edgeworth! That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Oh, she meant that literally. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, do I look like my sister? Look like you wore her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, will you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business, dog. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what that means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint down the street. Come on, there's no time wasting. Okay, wait up.